Hello everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sai.
Good morning. Good morning, guys. Shall we start our class?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fine. How PPT? Let me just open it up. So in our yesterday's class, we were trying to understand NaCl, how we are providing security, all those things. Guys, here you have to understand there are total 4 layers of security here. 4 layers. One is, let me explain. This AWS itself is a secure part. AWS cloud. If you see this one, this is AWS cloud. Anyways, they provide security at a high level from their side. AWS entire cloud is secure. In that, I'm getting my own VPC. My VPC. You see one more security layer. It's my private VPC where I define my rules and regulations. Okay, this is second layer. Inside, we have subnets. This subnet. At subnet, yes. Anyways, we have NaCl securities at subnet level. Inside, we have instance. At instance, we have security group securities. Correct? AWS security being provided by AWS. VPC is my own private space. At subnet level, we have NaCl securities. At instance level, we have security group securities. So total 4 layers of security. If someone wants to enter into my instance, he has to cross 4 layers. That is impossible. Until and unless you allow the rules. If you keep doors open, then no one can help you. Right? So that's why you should be careful. Right? That is all. Yeah. So in VPC, we have few small topics are there. Those are not so big. Small topics are there. Those we are going to see one by one. Those are, see, right here. The first one is VPC peering. Second one is VPC flow logs. Third one is VPC endpoints. I mean, these are not so important, but you should know. Companies, we are not using them, but you must know because certification, they might ask this question. Mainly, in companies, we use this one, flow logs. That's why here we have both theory and lab session, both are there. Very, very important. Theory is a, lab session is a. But coming to VPC peering and endpoints, we have only theory. We are not using in companies, but you must know. Okay, it's better to know because in certification, they might ask a theoretical question that time. So that we should not miss. Okay. And I'll tell you why we are not using that also, I'll tell you. Okay. So let's see first what is peering. Peering means connecting one VPC with another VPC. That is what peering. Connecting one VPC with another VPC. Suppose if I want to link 2 VPCs, that time we use a concept called peering. Why are we not using this one in companies? Because in company we maintain one VPC only. We maintain only one VPC. That's why we are not using. So peering means connecting one with other VPC. So like that, you can connect any number of VPCs. There is no limit. You can connect any number of VPCs. Okay. So here you can say VPC B, A, C, E, D. You can connect one more. Here you can connect one more. To this one more. There is no limit. You can connect. Now, why are we connecting? What are the advantages that we are getting? That anyways, I'll tell you. First, let's discuss what are the ways to which we can connect. See guys, if at all you want to connect one with another, if you want to connect B and A, you have to connect directly. Suppose if you want to connect C, so you are connecting A with C. So don't think that B will communicate with C via A. Right? That means if you want to connect VPC should have direct connection, not indirect. Indirect means, suppose in this case, I want to communicate B with C via A. No, that is not acceptable. Okay, that is not acceptable. If at all you want to connect here, you have to connect directly. One-to-one direct connection should be there. Okay, direct connection. This kind of indirect connection is right. This we call trans-to peering. Trans-to peering. Transitive peering, indirect. That means communicating two VPCs via other VPC. This is what we call transitive peering, which is not allowed in VPC. Okay, here you should have direct connection. Transitive peering is not allowed. Just remember that. So you should connect directly, one-to-one. Okay, so why are we connecting? What are the advantages we are getting? When you connect VPCs, you see one VPC, this is one VPC. Assume that you are connecting. When you connect, what actually happens? Components inside VPCs, they act like they are in a same VPC. They behave like they are in same VPC. Simple example. This is AWS class. This is DevOps class. 1 second. This is AWS. This is jobs, physical classes. Students are here, here and here. Now, what if I remove this wall, middle wall suddenly? Okay, what if I remove? Students, they feel that they are in a same class. All students, they feel that they are in a same class. Correct or not? That is how they behave. Obviously, that looks like same, right? Here also same thing. Here also same thing. If you connect two VPCs, okay, internal components, they behave as like they are in same VPC. Like that means you can have public subnet here, private subnet here, okay, bastion here, okay, root table here, okay, like that. I mean, it's like becoming one VPC, and they communicate with each other by using private IP address. Very, very important, private IP. You know, right? You can have one VPC in Mumbai, one VPC in London. Even though both are in two different regions, still we can have private connection, internal connection. You know, it's inside, private network. Internet means they communicate by using with, private IP address, right? Like that you can have. That means we are avoiding internet. We are avoiding internet just for security reasons. That is what VPC peering allows you connect one VPC with another via direct network route using what is this? Private IP address. Private IP. Make sure that is very, very important. See, purpose is simple, guys, just to have security. We are avoiding internet. We are connecting with private network. So security is there. What is private network means security, right? Instances behave as if they are in a same private network. Obviously, inside components, they behave like as they are in a same private network. Okay. See, this VPCs, right? A, I would like to pair with VPC. These VPC could be in a same account wherever A is there. B could be in a different account wherever A is there. B could be in the same region wherever A is there. B could be in a different region also. That means the VPC that you are going to pair, that could be in the same account, could be different account, could be in same region, could be different region. For example, I have VPC in my account. I can pair my VPC with your VPC, which is there in your account. One VPC in Mumbai, one in London. Yes, I can pair. That means that destination VPC could be anywhere. Got it? But make sure that one-to-one direct connection. That's why if you observe every year, you take any VPC, one-to-one direct connection is there. Correct? You can say like one-to-one direct connection is important. Transitive peering is not allowed, as I said. No transitive peering. Okay, that's all. Why are we not using this one in companies? Why? Because first of all, in company we maintain one VPC only, one only. Just remember that. Okay, that's why it is not so important for practicals in companies. But you must know that yes, we do have this kind of concept. Second, VPC flow logs. Yeah, it is important, guys. Logs are pretty important. What is VPC flow log? Simple. This is my VPC. Okay, let's try one example. This is a house, my house. Okay, how fencing is there, electric fencing is there, and security cameras are there. Okay, security cameras are there. Okay. Yeah, well, let's take one more example. This is government office. This is government office. At entrance door, what I did, I kept one book, log book. You might have observed, right? You might have heard this log book. Log book. So if you want to enter into this office, you have to write your name, the time you are coming in and purpose, whom you are going to visit, meet. Okay, everything you are going to write, you put your signature. That's it. While going out, again, time out, signature. So this is logbook. The purpose of logbook is to verify who is coming in, who is going out, why he is coming in, the purpose, at what time, everything. So that if something goes wrong inside office, so and so particular time, that time what we do, we go and verify the logbook and we verify. It would be easy for us to investigate the things, correct, to track what actually happened, what went wrong, at what time, everything. Okay, for tracking purpose, correct. So here also VPC is a, we can enable flow log, so that here, suppose this is my server, my laptop, my web server. So if A wants to access my website, A's laptop, A machine's IP address will be captured. Okay. See, VPC flow log is a feature that enables you to capture what? Information about IP traffic going in and from out of network interfaces. So it captures network traffic, IP traffic. Okay. Captures IP address. So who is trying to access? Okay, that is what flow logs. It is a way of tracking all network traffic to and from within your VPC. Okay, we can verify that who is trying to access. Okay, that's what VPC flow logs. We enable flow logs at VPC level, so that at VPC level we can verify who tried to access. Could be in any port through SSH, HTTP. Okay, so laptop's IP will be captured here, will be noted, will be something like this. You can see like this. These are the flow logs. So you can enable at two levels: VPC level, subnet level. Suppose if you enable at subnet level, okay. So if someone wants to access this subnet, those IP only captured. If you enable at VPC level, whoever tried to access, that could be any subnet, that IP will be captured. But nowadays they are not giving the subnet level. Earlier they used to give, but they removed. As of now, you can enable only at VPC level. Okay. Yeah. Now, but see, there are some limitations out there. I'm going to show you this practically. There are some limitations out there. Okay, what are those limitations? You cannot enable flow logs for VPC that are paired with this. So, okay, what are the limitations? See, this is VPC A, VPC B. Okay, you can pair, right? No problem at all. Even though you paired VPC, but if at all this VPC is not in your account, you can't enable flow logs. Simple guys, you can enable flow logs of your own VPCs, that means which are there in your account. You can't enable flow logs which are there in others' account, even though you peer. Right? If VPC is in other account, you can peer. Doesn't mean that you can enable flow logs of that VPC. No, not possible. See, you are getting flow logs of other VPC, belongs to other account. That means you are getting sensitive information of that VPC, which is not allowed. Okay. So you cannot enable flow logs for VPC that are paired with your VPC unless the paid VPC is in your account. If it is another account, you can't enable. Second thing, you cannot tag a flow log. Tag means what? Edit here. See, the logbook is there. Okay, someone has given an entry. What did I took one pencil and erased that one. I manipulated that one. And if you can manipulate, okay, then what is the need of keeping logbook over there? Correct or not? Correct or not? So if you are editing that one, then what is the need? First of all, logbook. So here also, that's why you cannot tag. Tag means you can't edit. Like you can't change the time, you can't change the date, you can't rename. No, you can't do. If you're changing time, everything and all, then that's kind of manipulation, right? So for that of no use, right? That's why you can't tag. There are some exempted IP addresses are there. Exempted IP addresses. See, there will be always exemptions are there. Let me explain. everyone should follow traffic rules, everyone. You should not jump signal. Correct? You should not jump traffic signal. When you see red light, you should stop. But there are some exceptions. Correct? So if it is an ambulance, okay, ambulance, it need not to follow traffic rules. It can jump signal, no problem. VIPs, fire vehicles, yeah, these are exempted vehicles, exceptions. Okay, see, there will be always exceptions where you can't have one common rule for everyone. Understood? So here also same thing. Now these are some exempted IP addresses. That means these IP addresses won't captured. At VPC level, every IP will be captured, but some IP addresses won't get captured, won't be noted. What are those? Traffic generated by instances when they contact DNS server and DHCP server. See, the purpose of DNS is, if you have an instance from, see, based upon the IP address, Amazon's DNS server, which is somewhere outside, it will create one DNS name, whatever IP it is taking, right? Based upon that IP, Amazon DNS server will assign one DNS name to the server. That means AWS DNS server is communicating with my server, which is in my VPC. So AWS DNS server's IP address should be captured. No, that is not captured. Why? Because they have their own security reasons. Then DHCP server, Dynamic Host Control Protocol. Dynamic Host Control Protocol, DHCP. The purpose of DHCP server is randomly it assigns, here we have assigned private range. Randomly it takes one IP and it will assign to this instance. That's why you might have wondered that, for instance, why it is not taking IP address in a series. Suppose in my subnet I have 5 instances are there. First to 3 are resolved, first to 4, and last one is resolved. So it should take 5, next one 6, next one 7. But is it taking in that manner? No. Randomly it is taking IP address. So who is assigning that IP? Amazon's DHCP. So DHCP server is responsible to take one IP address from the range and it assigns to server randomly, dynamically. Okay, that means Amazon DHCP server is communicating with my server. So DHCP server's IP address should be captured. Again, it is exempted. Again, they have their own security reasons. Okay. Next one, traffic to reserved IP addresses. All reserved IP addresses. First 4, last one. Those IP addresses and 127 range and class D and class E. All reserved, whether it is outside or AWS. Traffic to all reserved IP addresses, those also will be exempted. Okay, these are exceptions. Apart from that, one more, traffic to and from this particular IP. See, this IP address you have to mug it up. 169.254, 169.254. You just mug it up. This IP address is common. This we use to get the metadata for an instance. Metadata means data about data. That is what we call metadata. Let me just show you. Let me show you. Remember, guys, you have to mug it up. This IP address we used to get metadata of any instance, any EC2. So let me get that metadata. I'll show you how we do it. Let me launch one instance. Yeah, London. Any region, just let me launch one instance. Launch instance, Amazon Linux, T2 Micro, next. So just I'm giving a name. Review launch. You have any keeper. London, fine. This instance is here. Now, when you click that instance, then here you can see under detail section, you can see a lot of information. ID, instance ID, public IP, private IP. You can see instance type, okay, which subnet, AMI ID, that OS ID, which key pair it is taking. A lot of information you can see. right? This is what data. This is data about this particular instance, correct? This is what we call metadata. Data about some data. I'll tell you what is data about. Metadata full form is data about data. See, if my laptop is here, if I want to get IP address, I need to go to command prompt. I need to type IP config or if config based on OS, then I'll get IP address. If I want to see hard disk size, then I go to my computers, I count all disks, then I'll verify, I'll get the details. If I want to see my RAM, then go to my computers, right click properties, there you can see, I can see RAM. That means if I want to get all these details, I'm going here and there, correct? What if I get all these details in one place? Okay, IP so-and-so, RAM so-and-so, MAC address so-and-so, hard disk so-and-so. So this is what we call metadata. This is the data about some other data, correct or not? That is what we call metadata, data about some data. It's kind of index page in your textbook. You know, that lesson number, lesson name and number like that. Okay, this is what metadata. So yeah, whatever you can say, this is what metadata. But the same data I want to see being inside my instance. Being inside. Let's go inside instance. I want to see all those details being present inside my instance. How to do it? For that, we use that particular IP which I have shown. For that, we use that particular IP. 196.254 is right. That we use. Let me show you how we do it. Sudo minus. I'm just clearing this in Control L. Control L command we used to clear this one. Let me get that IP address. Yeah, guys, you have to remember this one, guys. You have to mug it up. Curl http://169.254.169.254/latest/metadata. Just you have to mug it up. They have mentioned this one in document. If you want to get the metadata of any EC2 instance, that could be anywhere, this one we use. Okay, let me just copy it and paste over here. See, right click. If you right click, that will be pasted, simple. Okay, now enter, press enter. You can see it is showing a lot of data. Okay, everything. So this we used to get the metadata, public IP. These are, you can think of files. In every file we have related data is there. MAC address. If you open this file, you can see MAC. If you open this one, this file, you'll get public IP. Security groups, instance ID. Okay, local host name, local, some everything you'll get. Host name, like you need to open that file. Let me show you how to do that. So if I want to see IP address, what you do? You paste this one at the end. If you give right click, that will be pasted. At the end, you paste this one, the file name. If you highlight, that will be copied, and right click, that will be pasted. Okay. So if you want to open any file, you give that command. At the end, you give that particular file name. Now press enter. Get see? Is it same public IP of my EC2? 97.68. Let's verify. You can see 97.68. That means that's my public IP, right? Yeah. So this particular command we used to get the metadata of any instance. We used to get metadata of any instance. Okay. Yeah. So this particular IP is exempted. This information won't get captured. Okay, these won't get captured. I mean, that is how they are giving. These are some exceptions. Okay, so these are exempted IP addresses. Okay, fine. Let me explain how we capture the details. How to capture. See, for that, let me take my VPC. Okay, we have default VPs, right? Anyways, these I'm going to show you in our project clearly, because in project we are going to create our own big VPC. Okay, fine. As of now, I have only default VPC. Let's enable flow logs for this default VPC. So after enabling, where you need to export, where you want to export, those flow logs should be stored in some location, right? That location is going to be S3. Okay, so let me create one bucket first. Okay, so here you can see one bucket is there. Let me delete this bucket first. Objects. Okay, now here let's create a bucket. Create bucket. We give any name. Logs reference random. Just whatever name you want. Okay, make it public. Acknowledge. Great. Okay, so I'm going to store those flow logs in this particular bucket. In this bucket. Okay, so let's do it now. How to enable flow logs? Simple. Select your VPC. If you have your own VPC, you select that VPC. Go to actions, create flow log. Like that. Now here give any name. Okay. My logs, whatever. Okay. Now you can see it is accepted, rejected, or all traffic. Suppose this is VPC. Whatever ports, whatever IP address which I allow. Okay. So see, some people they are accessing. So only those IP addresses will be captured. You know, right, by using NACL, we can reject some IP addresses. We can block, even though if they try to access, they can't, right? So reject means I want to select, I want to capture those IP addresses. Okay. Someone failed to enter into my house by jumping, cutting the fencing and all. He failed, but I should know, right? Who tried at least? Correct on that. Accepted means it will capture only accepted traffic. Rejected means it will capture only rejected traffic, rejected IP addresses. All means all. Accepted and rejected. That's up to you. I'll select all. Don't worry, this one is no need. You do not worry about much. Now destination, where do you want to export? I would like to export those flow logs to S3 bucket. We can export to CloudWatch also. That I'll explain when I explain that particular service. CloudWatch monitoring we are going to discuss. As of now, we are going to export to S3. Select one. When you select, it is asking, hey, what is the ARN? Amazon's resource name. Okay. See, we are giving bucket name that is for our reference. But for AWS reference, it identifies resources with ARN. Amazon's resource name, unique name. Just if you copy, that will be copied here. Bucket ARN is copied. That name you paste here. Control V. Okay. This is a bucket name. ARN we have to take. Okay. That's it. That's it. Okay. Here, all these things will be captured. This some source IP, port number, all these things will be captured by default. They are giving some format. Okay. If you want, you can customize. That's okay. No need. Just click here, create flow log. That's it. Flow logs created. Now what you do, you try to launch some instances. Okay. You do anything. You launch some instances. You try to access. Okay. So what actually happens after half an hour? After half an hour, I mean, if you do something, that will be captured after half an hour. So after half an hour, if you open this bucket, now see already logs. Okay, you can see one folder got created. Go inside. Okay, yeah. So generally, it usually takes half an hour, but sometimes it would be fast. Sometimes, yeah. Now you can see as and when I enable flow logs, inside bucket one folder got created called AWS logs. Inside this is my account ID. Inside, okay, no, okay, not captured yet, right? Not captured. So after half an hour, what actually happens? There will be some folders will be created, like the date, today's date, inside year, I mean, year, month, date. Inside, you'll find multiple folders will be created, one inside another. Inside, there will be so many zip files. So many zip files. Those are flow logs. So you have to download those zip files. Download means you select the file and you can see download option. You have to download. So when you download, when you extract, then you can see those flow logs in a notepad format. Let me just show you previous class flow logs. 1 second. Let me get them. If I have any flow logs. Yeah. Guys, you can see. So this is a, you'll get zip files. You can see. This is so. When you extract, you'll get this one. When you extract this one, you'll get this one. Let me just show. Let me extract again. See, extract to this one. If you click this one folder will be created with that. Okay, extracted. Yeah, you can see one folder. Go inside that, you can see notepad. Open it up. Yeah. This is how flow logs will be captured, created. So there will be many IP addresses because AWS every now and then they try to communicate with our instances for scanning, monitoring, virus and all everything. That's why you'll find many IP addresses and all. So your job is here. Actually, your job is you take all these flow logs, okay, and you share these flow logs to network teams, ethical hacking team. Ethical hacking team. So they will verify all these things and they'll figure it out. Hey, this is, these are problematic IP. This belongs to a hacker. Then they will, from this, they will filter some IP addresses. They will give back those IP addresses to you. Those IP addresses, you need to block it NACL level. NACL. That is what you work. So all these flow logs you need to export. You need to share those flow logs to that ethical hacking team. Okay, ethical hacking team. There are multiple ways of sharing. Either you download and share those through Outlook, or you give bucket access. You create an account. I mean, you create IAM user and you give S3 access so that directly they will download from S3 bucket. So multiple ways. What your job is, you may not understand these many things because this is completely network related things. So when you share these things to them, they will filter all these things and they will give list of IP addresses back to you. Those you need to block at NACL level. That is how actually it works. Understood, right? Okay. So that is how we capture flow logs. You can try, guys. You can try. Definitely, you can able to see those logs, but after half an hour. Let me hit refresh. Yeah, no, not yet. Okay, but after half an hour, yes, logs, everything will be created. That anyways, I'm going to show you in project. In project, what we do, we enable flow logs at the beginning of our project. So that by the end of project, all those flow logs, everything we can able to see. So for that, you should know the concept, right? How it works and all. This is how it is going to work. What you do, you create flow logs. You wait for half an hour. You launch some instances and all. Definitely you'll find some flow logs. Okay. That is what VPC flow logs. Understood? Yeah. So final topic that is there, that is VPC endpoints. VPC endpoints. I'll tell you. By seeing that, I know you won't understand anything. I'll tell you what is VPC endpoints. This is not so important, but just having knowledge is not bad, right? This is VPC. Public subnet. Internet gateway. Route table. Okay. This is private subnet. Now, if I have any S3 bucket, assume S3 bucket. Right, by using IAM rules, I can connect instance with S3. By using IAM roles, that role, one end of role, I can connect to EC2. One end of role, Other end, I'll give S3 full access. Correct? So that we can copy some data to EC2, S3, S3 to EC2. That we can do. So that IAM roles concept that we discussed before VPC. Correct? Before VPC. So that time, what actually happened that time? Default VPC was like this. Okay, with public subnets. So the role that we created that actually passed through internet gateway. But we didn't know that time. Why? Because that time we did not even touch VPC yet. That time. This actually was happening. So role works through internet gateway route table and all. Okay, that is how IAM role works. IAM role. That means we use role here to transfer some data from S3 to EC2, EC2 to S3. But the problem is role works only through internet gateway route table, this one. That means you can connect role to any instance which is there in public subnet. What if I have any instance in private subnet? Can I attach role? You can't. Because in order role to work, you need to have internet gateway connected, all these things, public IP, all that setup, right? So, but I have a server in private subnet and I have an S3 bucket, okay, where I want to export some data. Okay, that means I want to connect EC2 with S3 bucket. That EC2 is in a private subnet. If you connect internet gateway and all to private subnet, again security issue, right? So I want to connect these two in a secure manner, so that to transfer data between S3 bucket and the server which is in private subnet, okay, to transfer some data. So here we can't use roles. Since we can't use roles, that's why AWS came up with a new concept, that is endpoints. Either you can call endpoint or endpoints. That don't think that points means it's a plural word. No, that's how they have given the name. Either you can call endpoint or endpoints. What is endpoints? This is Amazon's private network. Private network. So VPC endpoints, it is Amazon's private network. Private network means like, the network that we use, to communicate to establish communication between pilot and air traffic control. At borders, we have our defense people. They communicate. They use private network. They don't use internet. Okay. And this police, they use walkie-talkies, right? They use private network because that should not be interrupted, right? Correct or not? VIP talks that happens through private network. So to have security, in the same manner, AWS is providing its private network by using which we connect S3 bucket to the server, which is there in private subnet, to transfer the data in a secure manner. And so that is what VPC endpoints. If it is public server, we use role. If it is private server, we use endpoint. As simple as that. So VPC endpoint is Amazon's private network that we use to connect server which is in private subnet with S3 bucket to transfer data in a secure manner. That is what VPC endpoint. Just remember that much. That is more than enough. Just remember that. Okay. But we don't use much because, first of all, the public servers data only we export, not private server data. For that we use, these Linux admins, they copy the data, okay, from private. Actually, what we are doing, we copy the data from here to any public server. From there, by using role, we copy. That's the most secure way. This is what actually we do. We copy the data. Okay. So these DevOps guys also they can do by using to connect. I mean, anyways, they are in connection, right? So they can copy the data from one server to another server because by using SH connections and all, many ways, Linux admins and all, they do it. Actually, okay, we are following this way, but they have given this way also. That's up to you. Okay, so just remember that one. But in company, we are using second way. Whatever I explained. We copy from here to one server here, from here to S3 bucket. Okay, that's how we do it. That is what VPC endpoints. Just remember that. Let me verify. Do we have any logs? No logs not captured yet. Okay. So that's it, guys. That is all about VPC. Don't think that again VPC is over. No. We in our next service, whatever service we are going to discuss, in every service we are going to include VPC. In our project, VPC is going to play a major role. Okay, so that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll start a new service. Okay, there also VPC is included again. Okay, that we'll see tomorrow. Yeah. If you have any doubts, you can ask me now. I'll be sharing this PPT today. Yeah. Any doubts from anyone?
Hello, Sai.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Actually, to transfer the data from that server to S3, no, we need to modify the role of that server.
Yeah, for that role, you should use S3 full access.
Oh, okay. S3 full access.
Yeah. So in NACL, we are blocking some IPS inbound rule, but we must do it in outbound rules because incoming itself we are blocking, right? Yeah, see, that's correct, Arvind. NACL works, that's what, stateless. If you want to allow, you need to allow both incoming as well as outgoing. But if you want to block something, you block even one way. If you block it inbound, he can't come inside. Then he can't go outside also, right? Yeah, that's logically correct. If you want to block either of the one, either both or any one you block, that is up to you. Got it? Still it works. Understood, Arvind? Any more doubts?
हेलो सही कल आपने बोला था कि कुछ रिज्यूम रिलेटेड याद दिलाने को आपको लेक्चर में
अच्छा okay someone said, right? Okay, see,
yeah Mahendra, yes, sir.
Yeah, Mahinder, right? I have seen. Mahinder, do one thing. Right now, I'm modifying all these CVs as per the current market. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll be sharing this one at the end of my course.
Yes,
if you want, I can share now itself, no problem. But you won't get updated resumes. That's why my request, my suggestion is wait till we finish our course. That time I'll share all updated CVs. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Guys, one more thing. Sometimes you send direct message to me, right? Regarding that doubt, this doubt. So I give reply. Sometimes I say that, hey, please do remind me in the class. Because those I can explain only in the class. I can't explain in WhatsApp. Raising question in WhatsApp is very easy, but giving answer is not so easy. Correct or not? It needs an elaborated explanation. That's why I say that please do remind me in the class. That time, please do remind me so that at the end of class, I'll clarify all those doubts. Okay? Yeah. Any more doubts from anyone? Please go ahead.
Sai, after enabling this flow log, what all the activities you are doing from now, so it will be recorded here. Likewise,
yes. After enabling flow logs, now onwards, whatever you do in VPC, those things will be captured. Now onwards. That means we launched instance before enable flow logs, right? For instance, we launched, right? So that won't get captured. I mean, whatever communication happened to that instance with my laptop before enabling flow logs, that won't get captured. Now onwards, if I do anything, those will be captured.
Sir, hello.
Yeah, please.
Sir, from where we can peer VPC? From which section?
Come again. Can you please come again?
Sir, I want to peer a VPC to another VPC, then from where it is going to happen?
If you want to peer VPC, where you'll get that option? Simple.
Yes.
Here somewhere you will find peering. You can see.
Peering. So can you open?
Yeah.
Yeah,
here you can see. From here you can create peering. See here, simple. I mean, it's not so important. That's why I'm not explaining because we don't use. But yeah, if you want, you can have it try. Simple. What you do, you give any name. Select a local VPC to pair with. Okay, means your VPC. Your VPC ID. Here, you could have multiple VPCs, right? Okay, this is your source. So right now, only default is that you can select, or if you create your own VPC, you can select that one. And see, select other VPC pair with. That could be in your account or other account. Suppose if it is in another account, you select other account. Then you have to give other account's ID. Which account, correct or not? So from where you will get the ID? From here, you can see other accounts. This is the ID.
Yes.
Okay. So that ID you have to give here. What ID? And that too, in which region? Or suppose if it is in your account in this same region, and it could be anywhere, whether it's the same region or other region. Okay,
Yes.
like that. So VPC ID of other account. So from where you get VPC ID? See here. I'll show you from where you get VPC ID. These are VPC, right?
VPC ID. Yes.
Yeah. When you create VPC, one ID will be created. Yeah, these are. That other account VPC ID, other VPC ID you have to enter. Like that. User-friendly options are there, but that's okay. No need, not so important. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Anyone else?
Hello, Sai.
Yes,
Sai,
please.
can you show me that option for copying the data from the SP to server?
No, there is no special option for that. You know, by using SH connection and all these Linux guys, they copy. Okay. By using some commands,
So that is not
SCP.
important for us.
No. For AWS guys, for you, it is not important.
Okay.
Okay.
Sai, for this the role VPC endpoint. So you were saying a role means it's a IAM user, or it's the role, specific role that we create through command line interface.
Role that we created it in our last class.
Yes.
That one end we attach to EC2, one end to S3 full access, right?
Yes.
That is what role. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. This is not. It's a actual role, right? Through command line interface we connect that role.
No. We connected graphically only, right? But operations and all we did through command line.
Acha, user. Acha, that role.
Yeah, that's all. Any more doubts?
So what is our next services which we are going to?
Yeah, we have a lot of Route 53 is there. Many services are there.
So tomorrow which service?
I'll let you know because based upon dependency, I change those services because they are modifying, they are updating everything. You can see new options right here. You can see here. New. They are modifying all these things. So based on, before I start your class, every day I verify things, whether everything is correct or not. Based on that, randomly I'll change the dependency, the pattern and sequence and all, based upon its dependency level. Okay. So tomorrow I'll let you know that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Let me show you how to delete these flow logs. What do? Here you can see flow logs. This is the one that you created. Select that, actions, delete. Type here delete for confirmation. Deleted. Then you delete your bucket and your instance. You know, right? How to delete bucket and instance, that you can delete. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you all. See you in tomorrow's class. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.